Hello again, Carter from the Chamber. I am joined by the Chamber's Ag Committee Chairman, Brian Dukart of Dakota Bank, and we are introducing you to a new face who will be coming to Dickinson for our Ag Livestock Forum combined with Diversity, Direction, and Dollars. We're calling it the Land and Livestock Forum, Wednesday, January 15th at the DSU Biesiot Activity Center. Amanda Radke from, I believe, Mitchell, South Dakota, coming to us. We need to get to know you better. Please just give us your mini bio and tell us about your background in agriculture.
Sure. Well, my husband Tyler and I are farmers and ranchers down in Mitchell. We have 4 children, and our passion is really raising cattle and kids on the land here in South Dakota. In my career, I work as a writer and speaker. I do about 50 speeches a year all across the country talking about the future of agriculture and what it looks like for farm and ranch families as they build their businesses and create opportunities for the next generation.
Amanda, it sounds like you've been in agriculture your entire life here, but tell us a little more about your passion for it.
Yeah, my passion probably started at birth. I was the oldest of 3 girls, followed dad around, calving cows and planting corn and doing all of those things you have to do to make a farm and ranch run. But it was a trip to Washington, D.C. when I was 18 years old, where I lived with a roommate that was a vegan animal rights activist from New Jersey. And it challenged everything I knew and loved back at home of who am I? What are my values? And what do I stand for? And it was that trip to DC that made me realize my passion was back in rural America, in flyover country, back in the Dakotas. But I knew if I was going to come back to the family ranch, I would need to tell the story because there's so many misconceptions about family farmers and ranchers. And if we don't tell our story, someone else tells our story for us.
A great point, Amanda. We want our total package event to be informational and inspirational both. We know you'll bring both to the table. No pressure. We're counting on that inspirational piece from you, okay? Who in particular will find valuable takeaways from your message on January 15th?
I think any family, any farmer and rancher that really is looking at agriculture as this is a way of life that I love, but that it needs to be sustainable, it needs to be profitable, and I need to create pathways of profitability for my kids and grandkids. I think they'll find value in the message. Like I said, I'm a mom raising these 4 little kids on the ranch. Life is dirty and messy and chaotic and hard, but it's a blessing to live this life. And as I project 10, 15 years as my kids are getting older and they're saying, hey, mom, what opportunities are there for me in agriculture in this rural community? I want to be able to look at them and say, we've built a business. This is something that will last. We want to bring you back to the fold. And so my mission really is to keep families on the land and to keep producers doing what they love to do. And really to keep rural America and main streets in these small towns bustling and booming with entrepreneurship and economic activity so that we can continue to do what we do best.
Amanda, that's some great information, and you have great information available on many platforms. For those who would like to learn more, where should they look?
Sure. So I have a website, amandaradke.com. I have a weekly column that's posted there. I also have a podcast called The Heart of Rural America. You can find that on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. I'm also on most social media channels as well. So I'm posting all the time. And I do have a new platform, which we'll talk about in my speech, a new business I started in 2024, which is called Bid on Beef, which is a platform that connects producers to urban consumers and kind of bridges the gap, which really captures kind of the theme of my whole message of tell the story of agriculture and good things will come back to those families on the land.
Amanda, we really appreciate your time today. For our viewers and our listeners, again, it's the Chamber Ag Livestock Forum together with Diversity, Direction, and Dollars in an event we're calling Land and Livestock Forum, Wednesday, January 15th, 2025 at the DSU Biesiot Activity Center. It is registration at the door of the day of the event, but we're sharing a Facebook event link. We hope folks will RSVP and share that out. Amanda, again, we really appreciate your time today, and we look forward to seeing you early in 2025.
Thank you.